What's up, YouTube and all you sexy body fighters? Now, have you guys ever heard of the story of Miss... Whoa, wait. Where's the scary music? Okay. So the legend says that if you go to Ibo Academy after midnight and happen to take a dump on the 3rd level female toilet, you can actually feel someone or something with grey short hair touching your feet. And before you know it, you'll be pulled into the toilet bowl, never be able to escape, only to be a prisoner to Miss Hanako forever. Now this is all legend, so don't take it seriously. Or is it? Reports have been made by students and teachers saying they actually saw something. Some student named Gao Mikado actually went to investigate, but we have never heard from him ever since. And today, I'll be doing a deck profile on the Hanako toilet deck from the latest set. If you're only here for the deck list, here it is. So if you still wish to continue, well, let's get on with the deck profile. So personally, I have tried and tested this deck. It is a very strong and aggressive deck. It hits your opponent so many times, and also it is really fun to play. Okay, let's get on with the deck profile. So I play 4 copies of the Hanako in the toilet. Now this is the key card of your deck. So it's a size 3 927 insane power. This card cannot enter the field other than by effect of a toilet item, which is the toilet item that we play over here. And when this card enters the field, destroy all cards on your opponent's field. Did I mention all cards? And you gain life equal to the number of cards destroyed. This card is really strong against decks which has many cards on the field setup, like for example Black Dragons, for example Executioner. You just destroy everything, gain 3 life, and hey, take a look at this. Triple attack. It is just insanely strong, but you can only come out by the combo of the toilet, which this deck makes it really easy to come out. And then for the next size 3, I actually tag in 2 Fairy King Oberon. It's a 927. Basically all the size 3 fairies are so powerful stats. So it's pay 2 gauge. If there's a total of 7 or more hero and fairy in your drop zone, it does not have to be hero. Nullify all abilities of monsters on your opponent's field. This ability cannot be nullified in its double attack. So this deck, basically you'll be milling out a lot of cards, and a lot of your cards happen to be fairies. So Oberon is one of the best cards from the previous set to actually tag in. It is really strong because it helps to clear huge walls and basically huge monster with very strong effect. Very nice card to tag in. The reason why I only main 2, because it is a cost of 2 gauge, and you won't use it all the time. Depends on the situation. My main card will be Miss Hanako over there. Alright, let's get on with the next card. And the body of the deck will be Paper Itan Moment. What a Japanese name. So pay 1 gauge is a 425, a size 2. When this card enters the field, put up to 1 toilet from your deck into your hand and shuffle your deck. 1 toilet card. Does not say monsters, it can be spelled, can be impact. This card is just so strong, makes the consistency of the deck really very good. It's a must play for, and you can just search anything. Your pieces, basically in this deck you need your pieces of the deck to get into your combo and rush your opponent to the toilet. So next card, size 2 monster, is a card from it's a promo. If there's 4 or more fairy in your drop zone, this card gets double attack, 5/2 2 crits. It's very important. So it's basically you have so many fairy cards. This is a size 2 double attack, free cost, and it's a really strong combo piece. Next card I play 3 Carved Stallion of Dreams Dalahas. It's a 4/2/3 size 1 monster for a Tranquilus Sumber. When this card enters the field, put the top 3 cards of your deck into the drop zone. So I'll explain why you will need to mill cards into your drop zone. It is a mill so that you can get your fairy stuff in the drop zone for Oberon, as well as the next card, which is the next super strong card from this set. This card is insanely strong. Basically, the stats is 100, 100, size 0. The stats, they had to water it down to 100 because if it's about like 1k, it will be too OP. So call calls, pay 1 gauge. Activate, put 4 or more different cards from your drop zone on the bottom of the deck if in any order. If you do that, you will get to charge 2 gauge. Then if you put 8 or more cards into the bottom of your deck, you can draw a card. And if you put 12 or more cards into your deck, you can put a card from your deck into your hand and shuffle your deck. Basically, you can search any card in the deck. This is just crazy strong. So all you need to do is to have 12 cards. You can gain 2 gauge and search 1 card. This is just crazy sick. And this actually is a mini counter to Black Dragons, because Black Dragon focuses on milling your cards, and with this you just ruin their game. This is just really crazy. It's a toilet and a fairy as well. That's why this deck focuses on milling your deck and gaining the advantage by using Professor and gain all your combo pieces. The next card, Skeletal Specimen Skull Dandy. Now this is a really OP card for this deck as well. So it's a 1000 monster. Gentleman Escort. When this card enter the field, put top 3 card into the drop zone. If there's a fairy, draw a card. So basically, it's your draw maneuver. It's so strong because you play so many fairy in this deck. Basically, you will be able to almost guaranteed draw every single time. The chances is just too high. So it's really strong, and it's a size 0 as well. So Hanako and Fairy King Oberon over there is actually size 3s. What goes well with size 3s? Size 0s. Okay, the next card I play is another size 0. Antemi Dummy Migi Nice Guy. He's a nice guy. He has 2 sides of him. One is a Titan and one is a handsome man. So stats are 212. Size 0 monster. When this card attacks, put a soul from a card on your field into the drop zone. So basically, what you want to do is, I'll explain later. Basically, the toilet item requires you to have no souls, and then you can counter call your Hanako, which does the insane effect. And the next card is just a generally super strong card in any Legend world. I really hate this card, but now I love it because it works so well in this deck. Basically, it's a 3000 0 crit 5k defense for size 0, 5k defense, and it's just so strong because basically what it does is when this card enters the field, put all souls from a card on your field into its owner's drop zone. Does not mean only is yours, it can be your opponent as well. So it helps to actually counters soul heavy decks like Death Talika and basically any deck that has played a soul heavy monster. You just use this card, blank out all their souls, and this, you won't believe it how this card works so well in this deck as well, because what you have to do is your toilet requires 0 soul, you come out, remove all soul, and you can come out your main card of the deck, which is a Hanako. And well, this card is just really insane. Just definitely play for, even though it's not a fairy, but you know, there's much more fairies than non-fairies in this deck. The next card is a very important piece. It's an item, 4000 power, 2 crits. Equip cost, put the top 3 cards of your deck into this card soul and pay 2 gauge. When you are attacked, put a soul from this card into the drop zone. Note that they not say that when you are attacked, this ability used once per turn. So if your opponent attacks you 3 times, basically in 1 turn all souls will be gone. Counter activate. If there are no souls in this card, put this card from the field into the drop zone. If you do, call 1 toilet monster from your hand or drop zone by paying its call cost. Now this card is the combo piece to Hanako. Basically, once there's there is 0 souls in this, you counter and you call. Note that you can also counter during your opponent turn. During his battle phase to clear all his monsters, gain the life, and next turn you just go for triple attack. It's just really insane. There is actually one combo which you counter, call Hanako, and then destroy all your opponent monster, gain the life. Then next turn you equip, then you Loki again, and then you attack triple attack, then 2 crits, and then after that counter again, call another Hanako if you have the piece. That is just crazy. There's a million combos you can do with this deck. And the 3 souls honestly in this deck is nothing, because number 1, you can easily remove all souls when your opponent attacks you on the very first turn if they attack you 3 times. Number 2, you can use Loki to remove soul. Number 3, you can actually use the monster which attacks and remove a soul. It's just really simple condition to meet. Is 3 souls is nothing, man. And then you can even, alright, the next card is a spell. You may only cast this card during attack on your opponent's turn. Pay 1 gauge, nullify the attack. If you have a toilet on your field, put a soul from a card from your field into the drop zone. Now you see, even that nullify removes the soul. So if your opponent attack you and you use this card, you actually remove 2 souls. So this is actually a fairy attribute and a toilet. So it's insane attributes which really combos really well with the deck. And it's a toilet, know that you can actually search this card with your buddy. It's an additional negate. That's crazy. Next card I play is 4 Holy Grail. What is the rush when you don't have enough defenses, right? So if you're able to defend yourself by using 4 negates, I feel personally is not enough. You have to play 8 negates, you know. Personally, if you can survive your opponent's onslaught of attacks, then you can drag him into the toilet or the deeps of hell, making a prisoner. So I play more negates. Even though it's not a fairy, but like I said, in this deck, the fairy cards ratio towards the cards that is not fairy is just way too much, so it really doesn't matter. Next card I play is the Buddyfight Triple D promo. It is the Osira Guard. You may only take up the total of 4 of this promo, and Osira Guard, basically it means the same card. You can only have 4 of either each. Cast cost, put a monster of your field into the drop zone. So this card is good because you can negate, penetrate, stuff like that. You can sack your monster, counter, put the top card of your deck into the gauge and draw a card. So basically it's a charge and draw. It's a free charge and draw. It's you can use it anytime. It's really good. It's just an amazing card. The gauge actually helps. This deck does not have much of a gauge problem, but it will be nice if you have more gauge, because you have to pay gauge for Oberon, you have to pay gauge for your buddy, Professor Menjo, but this is a charger as well. And basically your toilet costs 2 gauge, your negate costs 1 gauge. It might seem like a lot of gauge, but actually gauge is no problem in this deck because Hanako is actually free of cost. Alright, so I play 3 of the promo, which is insane. And for the last card, we actually have the Impact. This is really another super strong deck. Strong card, I mean. You may only cast this card if you have the Hanako toilet on your field. So you'll be able to attack with toilet, set call Hanako, and use for impact, because Hanako actually have triple attack, and if your opponent even survive that, boom, come out the impact. So pay 2 gauge, deal 3 damage to your opponent. It does not say you can only cast it 1 time, you can actually cast it 2 times. So for 4 gauge, you have 2 of these on hand, it's 6 damage, which is insane. So I hope you guys, this is the end of my deck profile. I have tested it, it's really good. I hope you guys enjoy this deck. And this video is actually sponsored by Buddy-Mart. I'll put a link somewhere up here. This deck is actually sold on their website, so you can go out and check them out. Also like their Facebook for contests and for their latest updates. Alright guys, so I hope I didn't creep you out. All the stories are fake. What? Wait a second, where did my deck go? Now keep on Buddyfight.